Welcome to episode 22 of Security 101. Last week, we didn't really mean to scare you, but we probably scared you a little bit, showing you what credit card skimmers do and how easily they are put on and how easily you can lose your credit card information. So we figured we'd follow that up with some identity protection. So there's a couple different kinds of identity protection. Most or all, credit bureaus will have some kind of protection that will tell you when somebody tries to use your credit, will give you a warning and changes in your credit, things like that. And they do charge a fee for that, of course, because it's in a value-added service. But then there's also other companies that go a step farther, and one of them is Identity Guard. And there is a fee to this also. I think it's like $19 a month, something like that, something in that range. Not overly expensive, and it'll check not just your credit, but other things as well. And then there's one that goes even a step farther, which is lifelock.com. And they will actually, in addition to checking your credit, they will check for when your address is used anywhere on the internet, like if your information is bought, they scan these internet sites and look for your information, like your physical address, all your personal information. They'll look for this. And they actually also provide some insurance protection for you in case something does happen to your identity. So if you're concerned about identity theft, which I think everybody should be, and it's even more so as time goes on, I think it's going to get even worse, because your information is just a commodity now on the internet. You're worth about $5 for your address, your date of birth, that kind of information. It's worth like $5 on the internet. So it's becoming a commodity item, and it's just one of those things where it's going to get a lot worse before it ever gets better, if it gets better. So you may want to look at one of these companies, like a second, LifeLock or Identity Guard. Both are great companies. They do things a little differently, but they are very similar in a way as well. So I would go check them out and see if it's worth it to you to spend the $10, $19, or $25, or whatever the different packages you want to keep your private information safe and secure. That's it for Security 101 this week. We'll see you next week. For show notes for this show, contacts, and more, go to the techzen.tv website where you can get show notes for all of our shows. We love to hear from our viewers and listeners. We have an email, a Twitter, and a phone number where you can contact us for each show. For details, visit the techzen.tv website and get the show details. You can also make a video and upload it somewhere like YouTube or Vimeo, and then just send us a link. You never know, you may see your video in a future show. You can get all of our shows delivered automatically to your favorite device by going to your favorite podcast website like iTunes and subscribing. Each of our shows also has a YouTube channel you can subscribe to get regular updates. Our shows are also available on most internet radio networks like Stitcher and TuneIn Radio. You can also watch and listen to our shows on Xbox, TiVo, and Roku. You can even find us on your Zune.